Today. All right, my friends. Let's do it. Final game, guaranteed. Best of 3, 1-1. This one decides the whole tournament. Remember, Karthus is one of the worst matchups for Skarner in the jungle. He farms so much faster than you. As long as he has a brain, you're never going to kill him because all he does is throw up the wall and you can't close the distance. And then by the time you get the opportunity to kill him into the team fight, you can't drag him on top of your own squad because that's exactly where he wants to die. Tarzan also going for the exhaust here in this game as opposed to a flash. We see jungle Karthuses do this sometimes. It provides them a really big 1v1 edge against a lot of champions. So that's going to be another thing that he can use to shut down anybody who tries to dive in on top of him in single combat. Or in a team fight, you can throw that exhaust on Echo, on Kai'Sa, on Urgot, anybody who might be ahead.
And I think for sure the Echo is going to be the target for that one. If you're Karthus in general, Echo is just going to ruin your day because he's in and out. He's especially if he gets an early on lead, and this is a pretty decent matchup for him. So I think it's a great pick. It's just always going to be risky. If you fall behind, then my God, are you just delivering food constantly to the enemy team? So overall, really smart. Just going to be seeing a slower early pace. I don't expect at all Tarzan to be looking for any early scraps at all. He doesn't really have any setup other than the Gragas lane that he's playing away from. So easy. Get an experience advantage and try to, with the Twisted Fate and Gnar, get a double scuttle. I think he can do that this game.
Okay. That's what we're looking at. Also, remember in the previous games where we got to see Bobchin play the Twisted Fate, one of the things that I brought up is if you can't roam with Twisted Fate, if you can't have pressure on him, you got to be able to at least push up and take some plates. Quantum is the kind of player who likes to be active, right? This is a guy who can rack up tons of kills in tons of different places on the map. So I'll be curious to see how he's able to respond against Bobchin's TF and against the sort of map-wide pressure that Pick can create.
And just for the people in the chat, coming in for the first time throughout the day, it is a best of 3. This is the final game. So we saw the crazy comeback from Tyler1 in game 2 to be able to bring this one back, at least the series back. And so this is what it's about. If you want to win the championship, big prize pool and everything involved, this is the game you have to win.
Alrighty. Quantum farming up that wave here in mid lane as his opponent has already gone for his first back, returning to lane here with a Dark Seal. Taking a look at junglers. They are on opposite sides of the map. So you will see Doubtful be able to secure that bottom side crab while Tarzan can do the same thing up here. Tarzan wisely throwing the gate into the brush. Remember that thing does give you sight at the start. Wanted to make sure Doubtful wasn't waiting there in the pixel brush for him. Doubtful is one camp behind Tarzan. As soon as Tarzan secures that crab, it'll be 29-24. So Doubtful can head back into his own jungle, pick up his Krugs, and just try to stay on tempo with Karthus, but it's damn near impossible.
Yeah, but at least it was a great decision to be able to play through bot lane on their shove. And so, no, he has access to the Scuttle Crab. Last time it was not, the case. So it's a great overall start here for Skarner, all things considered.
So, talking about Skarner, since we're not seeing any kills early on, I do want to bring this up because there's a high chance it happens in this game.
I'm ready.
Remember that every ability in the game, with the exception of a couple, has a 0.25 second cast time. It's the default cast time in League of Legends.
Oh, no.
If Skarner ults Tristana, and during the 0.25 second cast time, she ults him back, he grabs her while the cannonball from her ulti yeets him, and she essentially lets him blitzcrank pull her with a suppression attached to it.
Yeah.
It is one of the dirtiest interactions in the game, and it makes it so Value has to be ready to yeet that Skarner away before he gets too close every single time. Stunt's going in. First blood over to Team Stunt already, and it's Saber who gets it. I'm talking about Tristana having to be wary of Skarner, but you got to watch out for the Galio too.
Wow, let's get a replay of that just because, as fast as that is, that's the production truck of the future, by the way, that we're getting this quick in. Let's just see this one. Yeah, he gets knocked up instantly, taunted too. Didn't really get much of a chance to respond. Didn't want to flash there, so that's an insta-gib.
Yeah, that's not even anything extraordinary, right? That's just Value not respecting what Stunt is able to do here on the Galio. We've seen this man play this champion tons of times. He knows his breakpoints, he knows his power spikes, and he knows when his opponent is not properly respecting it. Remember, when Tristana does her rocket jump, she has to do that little, slight animation before she starts it. And it's so easy to interrupt her there. And if she's not fully prepared, just stop that from launching. And that's what they did. Now, Doubtful and Stunt, they can work together, bring Saber over here as well, take this first dragon before even the 6-minute mark in the game. And this feels great.
You just have to flash from that. You know, at your HP value at that point, you need to flash there. And so him dying like that, really difficult. Only because, like, remember, your composition is really reliant on side lanes. Bobchin is going to play through a side lane, and with how we've seen all tournament long, Team Tyler1, they're not playing towards top lane ever. They're probably just going to leave him, pushing top side for a while. So value was the carry, last game. He needs to be the carry this game.
Well, not the best start for them carry pants, but we'll see if he can get them on and buckled up as these Crab has spawned in the top side of the map here for the second time, which is a very good omen for Team Tyler1. With the bottom lane control that Team Stunt has now, it'll be difficult for them to contest things down there, so Tarzan can pick up his second Crab of the game. You can see he's like 1 minion off of level 6. He roams over to mid just to be able to pick up the EXP for that, and now Team Stunt has something else that they must be permanently aware of, and that is the execution potential here on Tarzan's Karthus. Doubtful, still not level 6 yet. Remember that Karthus's farm speed means that he'll almost always have his ulti before whatever his opponent is, so once Doubtful has that ulti ready to go, we'll see if he can make some plays with a flash pull.
Yeah, and the range is going to be important to talk about because once rapid fire cannon later on in the game is picked up by TF, like, it is a viable strategy to just play for kill on Saber. If you can try and find a pick on towards them, Karthus ultimate will follow. You know, I'm sure the same will come through from Gragas ulti. It's not going to be as easy as the last time where they had the Urgot ulti, where it's like you are just ultra gibbing one person in a fight, but it's still there.
Okay. Team Stunt having Stunt and Saber together. Again, just look at the way they go in like this. Stunt says, why in the world are you this close to me? This man on the Galio, truly something you got to respect in the lane, Raz.
Every dash, he's just getting something. Last time getting the kill on value, this time getting the flash off Nasty. What's the next one?
Well, they also got to look out because Doubtful's now level 6 here on the Skarner. Flash ult plays can occur. If Skarner has flash ulti, and especially if there's a little bit of a chilling smite on the side as the dessert, that should be a kill every single time. If Skarner has flash ulti and doesn't get a kill, either him or his teammate goofed. They screwed up.
Yeah.
That combo is so powerful, this should guarantee a payday for Team Stunt. It'll just depend on where they want to use it. We're seeing a lot of pings from this squad now. Both solo laners have rotated over towards the Rift Herald. Quantum coming back to the mid lane now. Bobchin will see that. Quantum is 1 level down compared to Bobchin here. Almost level 8 though, so needs to clear 2, maybe 3 minions to get that level 8 mark. He'll just throw that out, make sure that he picks those up. There's the first minion. There's the second minion. Where's number 3? Is that the level 8 minion? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so it was 3 minions. I guess 2 or 3. I get to call that right. And there we go. Bobchin will just use the blue card, make sure he has enough mana to continue existing. But the next neutral objective goes over to Team Stunt as well. 1 Dragon, 1 Rift Herald, 100% control over the neutral objectives.
And Cap, guess what the next objective is going to be? And I mean the next immediate objective.
Killing some dude.
Hell yeah, it's going to be killing Nasty. Because, you know, you already talked about it. Losing Flash, Skarner's ultimate's up, and Flash, like, they're definitely going to be playing towards the Dragon. But to be able to get that, Skarner's paths from top to bottom. And that also included the Rift Herald as well. They're also securing vision in Tribush. The best possible play is to know that if you make that one play on the Nasty without his sums, easy kill, and you get a Dragon and a Rift Herald placement. I think that's the play that they're going for, though it's really smart from Team Tyler1 to be able to contest the ward in that Tribush.
And one thing I want to point out is for Team T1, despite Team Stunt being the team that has the 1 kill in their pocket already, holy cow, never mind, here comes the play. They're going in. 2 TPs showing up. What on earth? Double TP for that with a killer instinct. Ignite is still ticking, but it wasn't enough. They brought down 2 TPs. They used everything in the kitchen sink, and they didn't get anything for it. That is disaster for Team Stunt. Well played, T1.
They said they didn't need Doubtful to be there. And man, first of all, where was that ultimate going? Out of Lycus? I mean, like, where was it? I was going the opposite direction of where the target was. But in the end, they could not get the kill on Nasty. They're still going to be able to place the Rift Herald, get a lot of damage on towards it. But Nasty will be alive and available for this Dragon. So I wonder if they're going to be in position to contest this from Stunt.
Holy cow, man. That was so bad from Team Stunt. Team Tyler being able to avoid any sort of consequence for that. And before that play happened, the thing that I wanted to point out is the fact, oh my goodness, they're going in, they're going all the way. Tarzan ties up the game.
There we go.
Tyler won. They were ahead in gold despite being down in the kills, and now that they're even on the kills, the gold is looking even better. They'll stroll right on in here. Enemy AD carry down means there's no contest here for the Drake. Tarzan secures that one. Nicely done. Stunt is trying to walk up and maybe pose some sort of a threat, but no threat can be found. Well done from Team T1.
There it is. I mean, Team Stunt was so focused on creating their own play that when it fizzled and it was on the back gap, the rest of the members were basing. Saber didn't get that memo. Great pick from Bob Chin. Hit that, had his ultimate ready, and the team was on the same page.
Alrighty. Game number 3. 1 kill for each team, 11 minutes in. So, bloodier than game number 1, but not bloody as game number 2's level 1. So, somewhere in the middle here. This is the burger in the sandwich that is this series. Quantum on the Echo. Let's check in with how he's doing here. Has the slight farm lead over his opponent. Remember, that's what's going to happen when Bob Chin makes the rotation and sets up those plays down bottom, so they're happy to make that trade. But we'll see when Quantum can actually start participating in the fights, because we know what this guy does if he can find those angles and find those opportunities. Down here in bottom lane, Saber and Stunt got to be respecting Value's strength on Tristana. Yes, he's about 400 gold down compared to his opponent. Make it closer to 500 now, but still, Tristana, the power of this champion is so great. Now they'll bring Quantum down as they try to apply pressure onto the turret. Maybe take down that plate. They're going in now with Value being the target. Never mind, backing away. They don't have enough minions to keep the play moving. Nasty tries to find a play on the back end of things, but Quantum gets away. Still has his Chrono Break ready to go. Doubtful's down here in case Tarzan wanted to come up the wall with a Blast Cone. But no, it won't happen. Back up here in the top lane, it's Autolycus down over 3 waves compared to Tyler1 on the Gnar. I saw some people in chat saying that if you watch Tyler, his Gnar is not very impressive. Must be some people that weren't having a lot of faith, but so far the lane seems to be going all right for him.
The faith is there, and remember, Autolycus was a part of the double TP bot lane while this. Okay.
Oh no, did I curse Tyler? God bless it. I'm just saying that Tyler Gnar's not looking too bad, and as soon as I do, they put him in the blender and just stir them all up.
Oh God. Okay, that's 1 point to the third caster.
Oh no.
Oh God. Well, it happens, guys. We brushed that off, and another death.
Yeah, that was about the fastest caster curse I think I ever did. And we rotate back into the mid lane, only to find Doubtful going in. Doesn't even need to use the flash. They still have the power that they need to grab the kill on Bob Chin. Value's about to die if he ain't any more careful than this. Ignite already used. Nasty's trying to apply the pressure over here to Saber, but with the taunt coming through, Nasty's got flash, but he ain't getting out even if he uses it. One more auto attack will get it done. Why would you use the flash? Nasty ain't getting away, buddy. Value barely walking out. Doubtful coming in, goes for the chilling smite. Flash wasn't necessary, but I understand why he did it. And there they go.
Man, this game is just everything happening at the same time. It is a wild one. That's a TP, by the way. That is a TP to the back.
Bob Chin's coming in. Stunt wants to get the hell out of town. Bob Chin continuing the chase here.
Where are we going?
Ulti ready to go. Who's he going to go after? There comes your Skarner stun. There's the damage. There's the follow-up. Okay, the stasis buys him an extra moment, but the Justice Punch, the timing is there. The timing is perfect. And Doubtful's on a killing spree. Skarner!
Half a second off. He locked in that red card. He would have been able to just plant it on Skarner's head. But the Scorpion gets that last laugh. Captain, the ship is sinking for Tyler1.
Man, watching Skarner get to pop off in a game against a Karthus is like, it's nice. As a dude who's lost a lot of games against Jungle Karthus, this is nice. But Quantum is now having to back up as Team Tyler1 rotates over to stop him. Remember, this is the team captain that has won more Twitch rivals than anybody else. They may be down, but they're not out just yet. Notice how these guys can work together as a team. They have so much scaling power with a Karthus and a Tristana. They just need to be able to get there.
Remember, Stunt was in the finals last time round. Didn't end up winning it, but was there so close to being able to pick it up. And this feels like he's getting closer and closer to being able to kiss that digital cup. and win the championship for the team here as the leader of the squad.
Alrighty, boys. Alrighty. Team Tyler1's got to find a way to sort of stop this bleeding now a little bit. 2,000 gold lead for Team Stunt. The Kaisa getting nice and fed. Gale Force completed with that serrated Dirk in inventory now as well. Wants to wait for the Killer Instinct to be back up here for the next team fight. Doubtful 3-0. Kim Tank completed, man. This, for those of y'all that may have missed the memo in the last 3 months of League of Legends, Kim Tank is broken. The item is just not fair, especially for champions whose intended weakness is supposed to be a lack of gap closing. It gives Skarner a ton of playmaking capabilities. And now you got to remember, yes, Karthus is not a good target because you're going to set him up no matter what. But okay, another story. They get the flash out of him immediately. They get the exhaust out of him now as well. They're having to back up. They got to be careful that they don't get punished immediately thereafter. But Team Stunt starting up the Drake now. A lot of damage that Kais is able to do to this thing. Anybody except Tarzan is a pretty good target here for the Skarner ulti. Tyler1's about to fight us out. Saber's coming in. Goodbye, Tyler. Tarzan tries to stick around, provide him a good chance to fight on top of his dead body. Otto Lycus shoots out the harpoon, but they won't get the execution. Wild cards are flying out everywhere. Dragon's down to about 4K. Skarner Spire still being protected. Doubtful and his team still have control over this. They'll take the objective. They'll take the third Drake of the game, and they'll take a 1-0 fight.
Even with Tarzan having the Karthus ultimate and still feeling fairly strong at this point of the game, they needed Tyler to be alive for that one. He was just a little bit too far up. He needed his team to pressure a little bit more. He needed to, and also another thing too, best Gnar players in the world will have that Gnar bar ready. You don't have to be, putting much effort or too many hits to have that, Mega Gnar ultimate available. But he needed a few more hits, made it an easy target for the enemy team to get the assassination.
Hey, everybody, any teams participating in MSI right now, just letting you guys know, yeah, they nerfed the hell out of Hecarim and Udyr in between this patch and now, but Skarner didn't get hit. Just saying, if you're looking at this game, you're looking to add something else to your roster for MSI, Skarner's not looking too bad right about now, And this is against Karthus.
Scorpion salesman.
Yeah, this is against Karthus. Look, I'll give you buy one, get one free. You give me a Skarner pick, you get a win for free because of your ability to threaten picks on these champions. He's still got so many good picks on the enemy team. Don't go after Karthus. That's an int. If you can get Twisted Fate, if you can get Tristana, even the Gragas, even Tyler, as long as he's not in the mega form, you can do so much here with these picks.
I think they might end up paying the tax, as hard as it is to say.
You think they're going to pay the tax?
They might have to pay the tax. I think especially Tristana. I know you mentioned the ultimate interaction, but there's also the jump interaction. There's a delay to the jump, so you're also going to get pulled by the Skarner ultimate, and it's going to feel really BS, but it's going to happen. So, Tristana especially is inclined next item to go QSS.
Twitch chat, what do you mean none of you guys are in MSI? Okay, I'm just going off the random fact that, coaches of some of the best teams in the world might be spending their time watching Twitch Rivals here to prepare themselves for off-meta strategies, all right? I'm assuming people are clever and actually 300 IQ. Stunt's getting away. Justice Punch out. Value trying to grab a couple extra auto attacks, but can't fully charge the bomb. You see Stunt and Doubtful both staying grouped up here together, also shadowing with Saber, using the Rift Herald to guarantee that even if Value and Nasty can clear out this wave, which they can, Rift Herald means that the Tier 1 turret is gone. We see another turret cleared out there in the top lane. Shelly gets that one here in the mid. It is a 4,000 gold game for Team Stunt.
And the field reporter is telling us that these side lanes are also doing pretty poorly. Here comes the play through mid lane, though.
Oh, Doubtful goes in. Goodbye, Tristana. That's the kind of plays you got to be careful of. Maybe the Skarner difference is huge. Otto Lycus coming around from the corner. He's going in sort of in a 1v3. Got to be careful to not jump the gun here. Wait for the rest of the team. Dragon's not alive for 2 minutes. Rift Herald just got summoned. She's not going to be resummoned anytime soon. So that just means what can they find? What is the reward? And it's looking like a mid-tier 2, maybe.
Oh my god, they just took a Depresso shot. That was as depressing as you could get. Because that was the play being made from Team Tyler1. Where's the TP going, actually? Okay, that's fine, whatever. Okay. Just trying to chase him out. It's not a good TP, but whatever, we move on. But that was a play being made from Bobchin from the side lane because they were getting pushed on both sides to get something through mid. And Doubtful notices the TF ultimate instantly goes in towards the Tristana. Says, no, actually, we're turning this in our favor. TP comes through from Quantum, and they turned a play that Team Tyler1 was initially making.
Okay, Team Tyler1, 5,000 gold down. They're behind on the dragon count. There's 0 turrets taken from Team Stunt. Team Stunt has total control over the map right now. 75 seconds until fourth Drake of the game spawns. Team Tyler1 did get that first Cloud Drake, so that will slow down this soul stack here. But I don't see a world where Team Tyler is able to contest this next Drake, Raz.
Yeah, it's not looking good. And also, double longsword towards the Tristana. So the Tristana is actually just going straight into PD next. So Phantom Dancer next. The tax is not being paid, but Quantum should be able to get out of here pretty easily.
Yeah, they're trying to chase after an Echo, and Echo's not the kind of champion that's easy to chase. Immediately popping the Chrono Break to make sure he can dodge the gold card. And now that a TP shows up, oh no, that TP might just be a hard in. Autolycus is ready to go. Quantum jumps right back in. A hard in, it shall not be. Into the grinder you go, Mr. Spooky Ghost Man. We ain't afraid of no ghost around here. Doubtful's coming after Bobchin. He wants to go for the grab. Let the Everfrost abusers be punished. Quantum grabs the kill of option. It is a 4-0 for Team Stunt.
This is a Skarner buff if I've ever seen it. You got Caps cast in your game, and automatically it is just the most buffed up Scorpion of a lifetime. And it's a Baron over to Team Stunt. It is not just the snowball, it's a damn avalanche.
Holy moly, Team Stunt bouncing back beautifully from game number 2. In game number 2, they int level 1. Team Tyler1 just has better coordination. Bobchin's popping up everywhere here on the LeBlanc. Game number 3, they come back. They ban the LeBlanc away. They ban the Heimerdinger out, so Autolycus has a better matchup here for Resurgot. Doubtful's back on the Skarner. Quantum's back on the Echo, and this team is just looking ruthless.
You know how sad it is? Because they sent the whole damn army to get Quantum, and the moment he turned it on Tyler and chunked him for 70% of his HP, they're like, okay, a 1 TP to make it a 2v4 is too much for us. It was insane.
Oh,
of course,
ow.
The other members do follow. They're right next by, and guess what?
Oh,
you're gone.
Well, see you later, Tarzan. Autolycus bringing him into the death zone yet again. Quantum gets a kill in it. Wait, how did Quantum even get the kill in it back? Did he just... Okay, never mind. He was on top of him and he chrono broke back. The camera panned as he was chrono breaking back. So I was confused there for a moment. But 2 more free picks for Team Stunt. They pick up their 3rd dragon as well. You can see that there's still 4.5 minutes till that respawn, so they just got it. And now with the Baron, now with the dragon off the map, they can push up into the enemy inhibitor turrets with a 5v3 for the next 10 seconds.
Woo!
Wait, fast,
this game
Emergency. The 3rd caster has informed me that Team Tyler1 just had an FF vote that failed 1-3. So one person was so tilted that they called for FF. Somebody didn't even bother to vote, and the other 3 said, what the hell, man, it's the final.
No!
Oh, no. How are you going to vote FF in the final?
The kingdom is crashing before our eyes.
No. Okay. Oh, another kill. The enemy mid laner down. Nasty having to try to get away. Lone Ranger got ulti. Get in the blender, brother. You're about to get blended. Double kill over to Autolycus. 5v2 here on Summoner's Rift. Team Stunt in under 25 minutes will push the Nexus turrets and go for the end. Quantum on his Echo. Twitch chat before this game was saying he's a top 5 Echo player in the world based on those third-party sites. I'm believing it. I don't know if that's true, but I'm believing it. Based on what I've seen here on this day in this game so far. Tyler is AFK in the fountain, and the enemy team is hard pressuring onto the Nexus. Ladies and gentlemen, 2-1, Team Stunt are your Twitch Rivals champions.